Hi, welcome back to my channel, guys. Long time no see. I'm really sorry about that. You know, it takes me a while to get things done. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. It's the quarantine, whatever. But hi, if you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, hi, love to see your face, miss you. How are we? How are we doing? Today, as you can see by the title of this video, I'm gonna be doing a Q&A. I get so many questions a day on my Instagram that I use for fitness and like health related things. I literally post every single day, a million times a day on this account. So if you're not following it already, follow Pages of Ashley on Instagram. Pages spelled as my middle name, Paiges. If you're not following that already on Instagram, go follow it. I post daily updates of me working out, what I'm eating, motivational quotes, like literally everything. So you can see a little bit more about myself. I also answer questions on there a lot, or what I was saying is I have so many people a day DMing me, asking me certain questions, and I thought, why not do a Q&A? Because I feel like there's so many things that people ask me that I feel like would be so useful for people to know. So that's what we're doing today. Let's jump right into it. If I'm talking like a little bit low, it's because it's 10:30 at night and I live with my parents and my brothers. So that's the dealio. Also, I'm filming this on this tripod that I have. Last time I filmed, like my first video ever, I literally set up a contraption to film on. It was like a suitcase and whatever. We're professional here now. We have graduated to the tripod. I feel like a real YouTuber. Pretty freaking awesome. Also, a lot of comments I've been getting on my first video is to clean up my language. So that's what we're gonna try to do. It's gonna be difficult, but we're gonna do it. Okay, let's just jump right in and I'm gonna stop rambling. So, somebody asked me, I'm also obviously not gonna say like who asked because we're gonna keep things private here, but somebody asked me, what other workouts do you do besides running? Now, you've heard me talk about this before. I talked about this in my first video ever. I talk about this all the time on my Instagram, Pages of Ashley. But I grew up, like running was the last possible thing I ever wanted to do. I would find any other cardio exercise workout possible to do that wasn't running. For example, I still am into all these things, but running has become like my go-to now, which is crazy because you could not pay me enough money when I was younger to like run at all, whether it was outside on the treadmill, even just like sprints. Like I played basketball when I was younger, like all through high school, middle school, elementary school, whatever. Like, yes, I love the sport and I loved everything about basketball, but running, like suicides and like, you know, if you play a sport, if you play basketball in specific, like, you know, running is a part of training, which obviously it is, but not gonna say I liked it at all. I was always the last person in the mile at school. I was always the last person when we did suicides or 17s. Oh my God, I'm getting PTSD. But anyway, back to the question. What other workouts do you do besides running? So in the beginning, I started running as a part of my workout, but it wasn't like the main event. I would literally run like half a mile, if that, just to get my body moving and to like sweat a little, whatever. But I really liked when I was just kind of like dipping my toe into becoming fit, I did a lot of spinning and I absolutely love spinning. And it's so cool because with spinning, I would do spinning classes. I started out at Flywheel. I have a cycle bar right by my house, so I do cycle bar all the time. I actually have never tried Soul Cycle, which is crazy, I feel like. People would expect me to like do Soul Cycle, but I've never actually tried it, but I do want to. I just feel like it's so basic of me, but like I'm gonna try it one time, 100%, and I'm probably gonna be obsessed and addicted, so yeah. But spinning, like a spinner's endurance and a runner's endurance, I've learned is so different. Like I remember I went to my first spin class since being back from college, like in March, and like in college, like all I would do was run and did the Stairmaster as my form of cardio, and I didn't really spin as much. And I took a spin class and I was shocked at how tired I was and how like not in shape, like in the spinner shape that I was. But I remember like in March of my senior year, like March to May, like leading up to prom and whatever, I spinned a lot and I was a beast. Like spinning, oh my God, I got first place every single class, like burned like 600, 700 calories a class. Like I was a beast. And like, then when I transitioned into running, I like lost that, which was like kind of weird because I'm like, my endurance is so good, but it like morphed into a runner's endurance versus a spinner's endurance. So other workouts I love to do besides running is spinning. The Stairmaster, when I was able to go to a gym, the Stairmaster was end all be all, like lived on that thing. Obviously ab workouts is like the go-to for strength training, but during this quarantine, I've really been trying so hard to build up my strength and my muscle, and I think I've actually been getting somewhere. I've been doing tons of full body and lower body workouts with Robin Arzone, my love. If you have not heard me talk about Robin, if you are in the Peloton family, guys, I refuse to take anyone else's classes besides Robin's, like strength, stretching, running, cycling. I will not take another instructor's class. I know that is so like rude of me, but I can't do it. Like I only will listen to Robin. Like when she speaks to me, I listen. Like she's the only person that I will take. So I've been doing so many different classes with her for strength training and stuff. A favorite of mine is like one of her 20-minute abs that you use light weights with. She also has full body workouts that use weights, lower body that use weights. I'm starting to force myself to do more upper body workouts. I literally have spaghetti arms and everyone makes fun of me for it. My trainers, like my guy friends, like everyone makes fun of me for my spaghetti arms. And so I'm really trying, I don't want to be like a bodybuilder obviously, but like I'm just trying to get a little something. And everyone's like, what do you do to tone your arms? Like they look so toned. Nothing. My arms are just naturally so skinny, which obviously it's not a bad thing. I'm not complaining at all, but they're weak as heck. I'm really trying here not to curse, guys. They're so weak, and I feel like if I'm gonna become more of this athlete type of gal, I need some upper body strength. My goal in life is literally to be able to do a pull-up in gym class. Like I know you all know what I'm talking about in elementary school, like the rope climbing and the pull-ups and stuff. I could never do it. Like it was so embarrassing. So my goal in life is to be able to do a pull-up, like no assistance. When I used to train with my trainer, I would tell him that I need better upper body strength, and he definitely agreed. And we would work on pull-ups and stuff, but I would use a band like under my foot to assist me. But my goal in life is to just do it without that, and I think I'm getting somewhere because I can do a push-up, which was also really hard for me. I can do a push-up successfully now. I could do at least maybe 5, but it's still more than I used to be able to do before. Before I could not even bring myself fully to do it, you know? So yeah, those are my go-to workouts. I mean, I run like a maniac now because I'm trying to marathon train. But I know for a fact, like when gyms start opening up and Cycle Bar starts opening up and like Orange Theory and stuff like that, I'll definitely like get more into other types of training. I also just ordered a Peloton bike, which I'm so excited about, guys. Oh my God, I've wanted it for so long. And I have the Peloton treadmill, if you know that, but yeah, I got the bike. I'm so excited, and I'm just so hyped because I know that eventually my knees are gonna like kill me for running so much, but there's nothing else I can do except for cardio that makes me feel like fulfilled, you know? So hopefully the bike will let me switch things up a bit, you know what I mean? So I got at least 10 people who asked me, how do you stay motivated? This is gonna be a big one. And this is probably gonna be the main point of this video, honestly, is how I stay motivated. So in the beginning, when anyone is trying to transform their lifestyle and become healthier, it's not like you wake up every morning and you're jumping for joy and you're like, I am so excited to work out and eat healthy. Like, you're like, ugh, I know I need to do this, but I don't want to because it would be so much easier for me to sit on the couch and eat pizza. I get it, guys. I was there. I still, as much as you guys think and you guys see me being so positive all the time and me so excited to work out and like having these runner's highs and all this stuff, like I still every single day, I'm not kidding, at least at one point have a mental struggle in my head, and I'm like, Ash, you need to work out, like you need to do this, or like pushing myself. It's rarely ever that I wake up and I'm like, I'm so excited to work out, let's go, I'm so excited, like whatever. Obviously I get in the mood eventually. Like it takes me some time throughout the day, like me toying, oh, when am I gonna work out? Is it gonna be before I eat? Is it gonna be after I eat? Is it gonna be at this time or whatever, or for how long or how much or whatever? It's always a mental struggle. So I do have insane motivation, and I do know that, and I'm proud of myself for getting my mindset to that place of motivation, but it's not like, what's the word? Subconsciously. Like it takes me a lot of mental back and forth every day to get myself there. And I do get myself there, which I think differentiates somebody who's motivated versus unmotivated is, yes, we both struggle in our head with getting ourselves there, but it's like, do you or don't you? But something I always tell myself and I tell everyone is you will never regret a workout. You will only regret not working out. I never once have come out of a workout and been like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Like never once. I always come out of it being like, I'm so proud of myself. And I think also another thing that you really need to do in order to stay motivated every single day is after you work out, like pat yourself on the back, be like, I just did that. You're gonna be like, I just accomplished that and I'm so proud of myself, and fuse that feeling into your head. Remember that feeling. Remember the feeling that you get after an insane run, an insane lifting session, like whatever you choose to do and work out, even just like an insane yoga flow. Remember that feeling. Like I worked out late today. I finished my workout around like 7, and I still have that like endorphin like rush. That's why I'm filming so late, because I'm so like energized and happy from my run. And I just know that I'm gonna feel so much better after I accomplish that run. Also, something I have been learning to do is I used to be so hard on myself. I used to go into my workouts saying you need to do X, Y, Z. I think something that has helped me really, really seriously stay motivated, especially during this quarantine where I can't go to a gym and feel the environment around me or book a class so I hold myself accountable. It's kind of like on my own time. It's kind of like I'm the only one telling myself to do it. There's nothing else that's gonna push me besides my own mental, like, you need to work out and stay healthy. So something that's really been helping me is going into my workouts every single day and not setting a goal for myself. Because I found, and I know you're probably like, that's weird, you should set goals for yourself. And of course I do in the grand scheme of things, but the goals usually happen during my run. Like I'll go into a run and be like, if you want to take it easy on yourself, go ahead. If you want to only run a mile, go ahead. If you want to only run for 10 minutes, go ahead. Whatever feels good to you. But I find that when I do that, I start getting in the groove of my run and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to ever stop, because I wasn't too hard on myself to begin with. You know what I mean? It's kind of like setting your standards low, and then, you know, like human instinct is always you want to raise the bar. So if you set your standards low to begin with, you're going to be like, I want to beat that. You know what I mean? So I go into every run being like, if you only run 1 or 2 miles today, it's totally fine, which you're probably like 1 or 2 miles is a lot. It is. But I'm, again, marathon training. So I'm trying to build up my endurance and run like as many miles as I can. So when I go into runs being like, don't be too hard on yourself. Like if you want to only run a mile, totally fine. And I end up every time running 3, 4, 5 miles. Because I'm like, you know what, why would I stop? I feel so good. And you know what, those days where I seriously don't feel good and I am after 2 miles, I'm like dead, I end it. That's it. Like no hurt feelings to myself, still proud of myself for getting up and moving 100%. And I still, to that point, pat myself on the back and say, you know what, if any, like you still crushed that, you still did amazing. But more often than not, and this happened today, like I went into my run today being like, just see where it takes you. And I ran outside through my neighborhood and I ended up running 5.6 miles. And I didn't go in with a goal. I didn't go in with any sort of thing. It took me the whole day to get myself up and moving and ready for a workout. I literally went on my run at 5:30, which is kind of late, you know? And so it took me that mental struggle all day. But once I got myself moving, got myself going, like there was no turning back. Another thing that I really do to stay motivated and to hold myself accountable every day is, and this also happens with time, is when you're planning your days in your head. I don't know if everyone does this, but I definitely do. Like the night before, I'll think about what I have to do the next day. Not set like a time limit for myself, just be like, you need to get all this stuff done. At this point, working out has seriously just become second nature and has just become a part of my daily routine. Like if I have plans with my friend, for example, if I have plans with my friend to, this has actually happened and this is happening tomorrow, I have plans with my friend to go swimming all day. So let's say we're going swimming at 12:30, which we are. I will say, okay, you're going swimming at 12:30. I know you're not gonna wanna work out afterwards because the sun tires you out and you're just gonna wanna relax. So in that case, since working out is a part of my daily routine, I'll say, okay, you're gonna set your alarm for 9:30 to get yourself up by 10 to work out from 10 to 11 so that you can situate yourself and have a little extra wiggle room in between there in case you wanna extend your workout or whatever. And that's a way that I hold myself accountable and I fit working out into my daily routine, is planning ahead and saying, okay, where in my day does working out make the most sense? And you could go, like, I could think about the night before, okay, I really want to work out in the morning, and then I don't work out till 5 at night, and that's fine because I had nothing else to do, or I was feeling really tired in the morning and I felt more energized at night, and that's fine. Like, it can change hour to hour, but just prioritize working out and being like, it has to be a part of my daily routine, if that makes sense. Like brushing your teeth or eating breakfast or eating lunch or eating dinner or showering. Like, working out at this point for me has just become so second nature, and I can't imagine a day that I don't think, okay, when is the best time for me to work out today? That is seriously like my mentality at this point. Also with that, when I say when is the best time for me to work out, I also take into consideration, when am I going to feel my best? I'm not gonna push myself to work out in the mornings all the time because I know that I am not a morning person most of the time. And if I work out in the morning, it's not gonna be my optimal time to work out. I know that I would perform better and run probably for longer or faster or more if I worked out a little bit later after I ate my lunch or went through my day or did XYZ, whatever it is. And also, again, I am an athlete, I'm training for a marathon, so it is important for me to not just work out just to go through the motions, but it's important for me for every single workout to accomplish some sort of goal and to get the most out of the workout, which I think should be anyone's mentality, but obviously, like, don't be too hard on yourself. But at least for me, I need to think about the time when I'm going to perform the best, if that makes sense. Okay, so now kind of straying from fitness, somebody asked me how I turned down cravings. To be so completely honest with you, and I know this is going to sound crazy, I don't really get cravings anymore. I mean, I do, but they're not to the point where I'm like, I need to put that in my body. For example, like every day, like not every day, but there'll be a lot of days where I'm like, like cheesecake sounds really good for me, but I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna go out and get cheesecake. Do you know what I mean? Like, I kind of take that craving and I'm like, okay, like whatever. But you know what? I wouldn't say I have cravings. I really wouldn't say I have cravings, but if I want to eat ice cream one day, or I want to eat a sandwich, or what else do I really like that I don't eat on the daily basis? It's usually like ice cream or cake at someone's birthday party or something like that. If there's a day where I'm like, I really want to eat this, like, I'm not going to be like, no, you cannot eat any sugar, carbs. Like, I'm really not like that. I do eat insanely healthy. I know that. And I definitely cheat very little. Like, it's very rare that I cheat, but I think I've mentioned this before in like a vlog on my Instagram. I don't like think like, oh, when can I have a cheat day? It's sort of like I eat good every single day so that when I want to get ice cream with my friends, I will go get ice cream with my friends and I don't feel guilty. I think I also said this in my first video. I eat so good every day. It's become a part of my lifestyle. I work out every day. That's just how I am. And it's not because I don't want to gain weight or because, I mean, obviously I don't want to like gain weight or whatever, but like, it's not because I'm like being so hard on myself. It's truly just because it's become so second nature to me. And when I don't eat good, I physically feel very sick. I struggle with ulcerative colitis, and if I eat fried food, dairy, a lot of carbs, processed foods, like, I suffer. So that's definitely part of it, but I just know that I feel so much better when I put healthy foods into my bodies. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't restrict myself. I don't ever count calories. I do Weight Watchers, but that's not counting calories. That's more counting protein and sugar and carbohydrates. I don't count calories. I would say I eat more protein than the average person. I eat more healthy fats than the average person. And some people look at the way that I live my life, and when people ask me like, how do you get rid of cravings? Like, and I say like, I don't really have any, like, that's kind of a red flag for some people. Some people are like, wait, like, do you restrict yourself in a negative way? This is something that I have been wanting to address, because as much positive comments I've been getting from so many people, there have been a lot of people who have questioned like the way I live my life and asking me if it's actually healthy to do so. So obviously the word eating disorder is extremely triggering for a lot of people, and it's an extremely sensitive topic that I am in no way, shape, or form educated enough to even talk about, which is why I definitely stray from talking about it a lot. And there are times where I want to say like, no, I don't have an eating disorder, but even me just saying that, I feel like is giving off a negative connotation with anything, because I don't want to shame anyone for struggling mentally in that way. And I'm even scared to talk about it now. As you can see, I'm like hesitating, because I seriously don't know anything about it, and I definitely want to get myself more educated on it, because I know that me putting myself out there on the topic of food and fitness, and as people, some sort of people look at it as a diet, comes the negative light about eating disorders. And eating disorders is such an important topic, and it is such a factor in so many people's lives, especially for girls my age. And I do want to get more educated on it, but gratefully I've never struggled with an eating disorder, and I don't know that much about it. So when I say things like, oh my God, I eat so much fruit, or I never cheat, or I don't eat bad foods, some people look at that and they're like, oh my God, she has an eating disorder. And I don't have an eating disorder. I don't have the mentality of, you know, oh my God, I ate ice cream last night, I'm gonna work out doubly hard. Doubly, is that a word? I'm gonna work out extra hard today. Like, that is not how I live my life. I don't run just to burn calories. I run because I love the way I feel, and I am trying to marathon train, and I am trying to build my endurance and my strength and go on my fitness journey. And it is obviously, me working out at first started because I wanted to lose weight. And I mean, even then I didn't have the eating disorder mentality. But throughout my journey, it has transformed into just me simply wanting to become more of an athlete, more of a runner, more of a fitness guru, if I dare say that. Like, more of me wanting to pursue a career in fitness. I'm getting certified to become a personal trainer, actually, as we speak, because I just have such a passion for fitness. And I realize that my mentality and the way I live my life is not how people do normally, especially girls my age. So I feel like that's why I wanted to put myself out there in the first place, because I know that like the way I live my life is kind of abnormal. But it is simply because I enjoy it. I do struggle with anxiety, and I have found that the literal only way to cope when I am feeling extremely anxious or down is to get up and run, or get up and just move my body, go on a walk, lift some weights. That is seriously like how I cope. And it's never because, oh my God, I feel so fat, I need to go work out. It hasn't been that way for a long time. And I just wanted to kind of address that. I get nervous talking about the topic of eating disorders because it is a topic that hits so close to home, but not because I've ever struggled with it. So like I said, I don't know how people who have eating disorders think. I just don't know how to address that topic in a way where I even sound educated, because I'm not. I would, again, like I said before, I would love to get educated on the topic, because I know that it's so prevalent in today's life and in my generation or my age group, or even like the career that I'm trying to pursue. It is unfortunately extremely prevalent. So when people say to me like, do you have an eating disorder, or the way you live your lifestyle gives off the vibe of having an eating disorder, it honestly makes me extremely upset, because I live my life the way I do just because it makes me happy and just because it makes me feel good. And I think a lot of people don't do things that make them feel happy and make them feel good, or don't know what that thing is. And I have found it. I have found my passion, and I feel like my purpose in life, and I have found what makes me happy and what makes me excited to get up every single morning and live my life. It is working out, and it is eating healthy, and it is testing my limits with my body and stuff like that. And I don't want to ever come across as I'm trying to put people down. I'm trying to one up anyone, or trying to be like, oh, look at me, I'm running 5 miles. Like, that's never my intention. And if I ever made someone upset by my content, I'm truly so sorry. Like, that didn't even, like, it doesn't even like occur to me. I only want to put positive content out there. I only want to motivate people. I only want to lift people up. And if at any point I'm bringing people down, like, that is where I kind of draw the line. I'm not for that. So I just wanted to kind of bring that up, because I do get comments about, you know, having an eating disorder or triggering people who have eating disorders, and that breaks my heart, because I don't know what it's like, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I get what you're going through, because I don't. But I am extremely sympathetic to people who struggle with this, and I would love to learn more, and I would love to learn how I could help. And honestly, if anything, this account is to help people get out of that dark space in their head and just motivate them, even if it's just to go on a walk. I'm not putting my content out there so that people can be like, I want to be just like Ashley. I want to be like eating so healthy and whatever. Like, obviously that's great, and obviously like the way I live my life is extremely healthy. And I know that at some points people are like, oh my God, you're such a freak. Like, you're so healthy, you're crazy, like, you're psycho. And that's, I get that 100%. But I never wanted to come across as negative, and I never want to bring anyone down. If anything, like, I'm creating this content and my channel and my Instagram for you guys, to lift you guys up and to make you feel as good as I feel every day. And that is strictly it. So yeah, that's something that I just wanted to address. I know it's kind of a sensitive topic, and I just hope I said all the right things. If anyone ever wants to chat about any of these topics, like, you know, I'm always here. You can DM me on Instagram. If you have my number, text me. But I definitely want to get more educated in the future, especially since if I'm going to pursue a career as a personal trainer and eventually a nutritionist. I definitely need to be more educated, and as time goes on, I'm sure I will be. This is all very new to me, like that type of stuff, especially since I'm so new to putting myself out there. Sometimes I say the wrong things, and sometimes things come across a way that I'm not meaning it to, but just know that I am only here to bring people up and to take people on my journey with me and just share my journey. I never want anyone comparing themselves to me. I don't compare myself to other people. That is something that has helped me throughout my whole fitness journey and throughout my whole health journey. Is I never once compare myself to people. I never look at Victoria's Secret models and say, oh my God, I want to look like them, or Kendall Jenner, or famous people. Like, I never do that, because for me, it's all about personal successes, and it's all about just kind of comparing myself to myself, if that makes sense. Like, I want to be a better person every single day, and if I have a really good day one day, I want to have an even better day the next. And that's honestly the ultimate reason. That is how I stay motivated, is because I always am looking to better myself, and I'm always in a competition with myself. I'm never in a competition with other people, because I can't control what other people do. You can't control how fast other people run. You can't control what someone eats in a day, but you can control how you do things. And if you want to beat a mile time, if you want to gain muscle, if you want to get abs, if you want to eat healthier, if you want to lose some weight, if you want to gain some weight, only you can control that. And I think that is something that I've learned in the quarantine, especially, is you really can only compare yourself to yourself, because at the end of the day, You are the only one looking at yourself in the mirror every single day, when you go to bed, when you wake up. You're the only one living in your body, and nobody else can take that from you. So if you want to make that change, like, make the change you wish to see. That is the #1 motto that I've been sticking to, is make the change you wish to see. Because at the end of the day, fitness is the most special thing in the world, in my opinion, because you have the ability to play with your body and all. That sounds weird, but like, fixate your body in all different ways, and like, you don't even know what you're capable of. Like, at the start of my journey, I never thought I was capable of running 1 mile, let alone almost 6. And it's so exciting. It's so cool because your body is capable of so many things that you didn't even realize. And it takes time, it takes effort. It's not easy. I talk about this on my Instagram. Like, I made an IGTV about change. It's not easy, and if change was easy, and if this whole fitness thing was easy, everyone would be doing it. But people who are seriously committed and seriously determined, those are the people who do it and succeed in it. And I only wish the best for all of you. That's what I want all of you guys to do with me, is just become the best versions of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, because we only got one life, people. We gotta make it worthwhile. You know what I mean? That was a long rant. I'm sorry about that. But I just felt like that was so important, and I feel like that is the main reason I wanted to make this video, is because most of the questions I got is just, how do you stay motivated? And I hope those tips helped you. I'm always here to chat, and even if you ever just need like a quick little get me out of bed and get me to put on my running shoes and go outside and go on a run, like, I'm your girl, you know? More oftentimes than I have so many times called my friends and been like, tell me to go on a run. And they're like, Ashley, go on a run, get up, like, you're lazy. And I'm like, all right, I'm going. Like, sometimes you just need that little push, and that's fine. And this whole journey is just so fun to me. I know it's like a weird word to say, but like, I remember like so many times I would come out of the gym and I'd be like, that was such a fun session. They're like, fun? Like, what do you mean fun? Like, this isn't fun. And I'm like, no, like, you need to rewire your brain into looking at working out as fun. Like, every day you can create new goals for yourself, new obstacles, even the littlest of things can motivate you during your workout to do better. Like, if I remember, oh, yesterday I ran 3 miles, let me try to get 4 today. Like, it is so fun to work and get 4 and feel so accomplished and go the extra mile. Like, literally go the extra mile, lol, but you know what I mean. I just look at it as like a game almost, and I look at it as my own personal obstacle course. That's the way to put it. But yeah, staying motivated is hard. I know it is, and I know that even especially nowadays, you're always constantly on social media and looking what other people are doing and being like, ugh, why am I not on their level? But I, one, guarantee you that, and I think we all know that not everything is how you see on Instagram. And 2, the only way you can stay motivated, all right, the camera overheated, sorry about that, but basically what I'm saying is like, the only way to stay motivated is kind of just to hold yourself accountable. I know that's such a mainstream thing to say, but it's so true. Like, when you set personal goals for yourself in your head every single day, it's human nature to try to one-up them. You know what I mean? So I hope those tips helped you. I'm always here to chat, as I said, because I can go on about this for hours, clearly, as I like literally just did, but those are my little tips. Let's see what other questions we got. Okay guys, I think that's actually it for today. I feel like I ranted so much. I'm literally gonna change the name of this video. Like, I don't even know if this is a Q&A anymore because I answered like 2 questions, but how I stay motivated, I feel like, was the biggest one. And I can definitely do more Q&As in the future, 100%. It could be less specific to motivation. I mean, it could be more specific to like specific things like certain workouts or diets or whatever. But I feel like this topic was just something that needed to be addressed. And I, once again, am only here to spread positivity. I actually saw a quote on One Tree Hill the other day that literally was like, oh my God, this is so true. Happiness is a mood, not a destination. Something I've struggled with so much, and fitness plays a part in this, is like my happiness. I am my happiest when I am fit and in shape and going on runs and eating healthy. But then there's so many times a day where my mood fluctuates and I'm super down or I'm super up, and happiness is a mood, not a destination. Nobody's goal in life should be to be happy. Being happy should be something that occurs to you at least once a day, you know what I mean? And for me, at least, my happiness has been brought to me through fitness, and I feel like I found my passion and my purpose in life. And once you find that thing that makes it exciting for you to get up every single day and go about your day and like get it done, then you have found what makes you happy. And I think something really important is to make sure that's not a person, and to make sure that it's something that you can control. And once you find that, guys, you're golden. Anyway, I hope this helped you guys. I hope that if anything you have taken away from this video, that I love you all literally so much, and I do this all for you, not for me, for you guys, because I just want to make everyone who watches me or everyone who knows me as happy as I am. And not saying I'm perfect, not saying I'm happy all the time, but just as happy as I feel because of fitness and because of staying healthy and staying active and all that jazz. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any more questions. You can always DM me at Pages of Ashley. I really love you guys so much, and I couldn't thank you enough for all of the support. Seriously, like, I can't believe how much this has grown in a month. Like, it's really only been a month since I posted my first video, and this has grown far beyond I ever expected. It's literally crazy, and I can't believe like I'm learning how to become a personal trainer. Like, I would have never had that motivation without you guys, and I just like love you all so much. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Definitely gonna start posting more regularly. I'm now back home, as you can see. I'm not at my beach house anymore, so I'm going to focus a lot more on YouTube because I'm not doing anything else this summer because I want to focus on you guys. I will keep you updated on my personal training journey. If you're interested in seeing that, let me know. Let me know what other videos you guys would like to see. I'm so excited to see where this goes. I hope this helped you at all. I don't even know if it did. I feel like I was rambling, but I also feel like I needed to address those topics. So, hope you guys have a lovely day. Whenever you're watching this, get up, move your body, even if it's just to walk to the fridge. I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing day.